Would you like to skip doing the voice? I will provide the voice. Oh fuck. I don't have an eighth right there. Okay. Hi. It's MSQ time again. Looks like Ellie and Anisi. Whoa, what is going on with my...
Broken.
Something's broken, yeah. Something's just like infinitely... what that is. Window? The thing that provides my alerts was temporarily broken. I'm adding... Technical difficulties.
On a stream, on the beach, streaming, on technical difficulties.
It's so true. Failing. Oh, I'm not used to proper OBS. There you go. It's not a VTuber stream unless something is broken. And then, even then, when things work, it's still kind of janky. I am kind of janky. Alright, so I am providing the voices today.
I will pick.
But also rest. Bud had dental work today. There was supposed to be 2 streams today, and then I slept 11 hours. And that's okay.
For Joe, your first.
That is fine. I don't want to spook your fish.
Spooky.
Spookums. Spoopy fish. Got my space helmet on. Shit, who do I talk to, actually? To you? Yes. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, right, level 89. I have to do it on Machinist. I don't have 89. unless it's like one. Am I like one fade away? I'd like to put the XP something that actually needs XP. How much XP do I need? 2 million. That's not one fade, so I'll just do it on machinist. That's fine. Yes. It's not a VTuber stream unless you're setting up 8 minutes in. Welcome. Speaking with Graha first. If Medion should strike again with such overwhelming force, I honestly don't know how we are to oppose her. Yashola says, we're clearly no match for Medion, yet we survived unscathed. But how? Alphino says, it is as Livingway said, I can breathe well enough, but something about this place feels wrong. Alice A says, it's so dark I can barely see anything. Uriange says, didst thou witness what became of Thancred? So quickly was I overcome by Medion's malevolence that I saw naught after their altercation. Stinian says, this is dizzying, disorienting. There's a dizzy, disorienting feeling about this place, as if I could lose my foot at any moment. We must be careful. And speaking with Livingway. I can't guarantee it will be of help in these strange surroundings, but I've readied a provisions node in case of emergency. Of course, if you encounter any real danger, I expect you to return to the Ragnarok at once. Don't hesitate to make the most of the provisions node. There's no telling what you might run into out there. If anything we have to offer might help, but I'd personally rather brave the unknown with a full pack than on an empty one. Alphino says, oh, a strange new world. Oh, that S is all messed up. Of course it is. We're fortunate this place can support life, albeit barely, I suspect. Given the torpid, stale quality of the air. But never mind that. We must find Thancred. Let's begin by searching from the prow of the ship. It seems as good as a direction as any. Direction is the prow. Try not to stray too far. We might lose sight of one another. Oh god, it's larboard, starboard all over again. This zone is pretty. It's also, you know, kind of reminds me of like that brief time we saw the recreation of Midgard Sommer's world, only the sky there I think was like greenish. And obviously it was a boss arena, so it was really flat. Whoa. Oh, that's a petrified dragon. Are we where I think we are? Are we on the Dragon Star? Like, the sky looks very similar to the sky from the recreation of the Dragon Star. That's a level 89 dragon. I have a feeling we might be on the Dragon Star. Maybe. Or a piece of it, or something. I mean, this is kind of like chaos, so maybe it's like pieces of different worlds that were visited. I don't know. Oh, hi. Oh, you got it. Are you trading me another fish? What the hell is that? It is a fish, of course. Here, have a stuffed alpha. And yeah, have a stuffed alpha. Please enjoy. Thank you. What am I supposed to do with all these fish? Speaking with Alice. I see no one else but barren waste, do you? But then I feel like we're not alone, like there's another presence with us. Something dark and mournful. Well, we've already come across a living dragon, so there's definitely life here. In fact, there's a dragon right there. Oh god. Actually, I don't know why I'm killing random mobs. I'm already max level. Graha says, "What's this, I wonder? Is this a building? I'm not sure what this is. Also, whoa. I didn't, so, like, looking at the sky, I've, like, looked at the purple. I didn't notice the big, cracking, I don't know, planet? Moon? Whatever the fuck that is up there. This place is weird. Yashtola says, this structure in front of me, yeah, a tower of some sort. Partially melded? A strange twist of fate. It seems our perception of this place is not so different as it would be elsewhere. The world as I'm used to seeing it, it feels as though I'm dreaming while awake. This is more of a faded memory. This is more than a faded memory, Medion led us to believe. It is kind of a weird amalgamation of a bunch of things. It is quite strange. Urianger, what does Taoist have to say? These remains have long since turned to ash, and yet they remain in their form. Ruins? But of what kind, I wonder? Perhaps we can find something to help us understand the nature of this place. A relic, an inscription, anything. The music is all distorted. I've had friends say they really enjoy the music here. There must be a way to, like, undistort the music. I don't feel like what I'm hearing is the full thing. Look here, this part is relatively intact. The intricate design at the top suggests that it's man-made, though its builders were surely not men that we could conceive of. Having said that, I swear that there are I've seen these patterns before. See if Alice's dialogue changed. I see no one else in this barren wasteland, do you? Then what do why do I feel like we're not alone? Oh, I read that line already.
I'd say doesn't.
That's right beside her. Yeah.
Doesn't see it.
Oh, she just doesn't see a period.
Just doesn't see it.
Oh. Molten structure. The metallic pillar has been partially melted, like something in the distant past. The damage done does not appear to have been inflicted deliberately. Rather, it calls to mind the indiscriminate destruction often wrought at the heart of battle. Stinian. Ah, screaming. Why are you screaming? Oh,
Jojo. Or did Jojo just get 90k'd?
I don't know.
Jojo logged out.
Oh no. Oh yeah,
He's
you're right.
screaming.
Oh, you're right. Right. I thought this hill might afford a better viewing of our surroundings. Poor decision in hindsight. Besides the light from the ship, all is shrouded in darkness. If Thancred is here, I'd never know it. From what I can tell, we're near the edge of an island, if you could call it that, surrounded by floating debris. This place is weird. I wish I had my screenshots from Stormblood on this computer, because I would actually pull up the Dragon Star screenshot I've taken from the Alpha State fights. Would like compare the two. You can't even log back in? Ooh. Okay, that's all the same. Talking to Elfin. Were you able to find anything? As I feared, there's no trace of Thancred. There's nothing but emptiness as far as the eye can see, which unfortunately isn't very far. Though I can't help but suspect that someone or something is here. There are times when I sense it drawing close, and then there's a chill that washes over me, leaving me exhausted. Leaving me with the feeling of death and anguish.
Dragon moving in the background. Helsinki.
That's weird. Well, it's made of dynamis, so maybe that's why? Felt it too when I was near that thing. What are you talking about? There's nothing there. Can only we see the dragons? Perhaps we... sorry. Before we jump to conclusions, perhaps we should search elsewhere. Agreed. We've only found more questions when we're in desperate need of answers. There's a fair stretch of terrain from the ship's starboard we've yet to explore. Let us try searching there, then. Can we just, like, turn on the sun? Assuming there is a sun. Rekka, a word.
The edge of the sun.
Sad. A word before we join the others. That hat is cute on you. You are excused. It's giving you a weird error. Yeah, because in that battle there was like one or two big plumes in the sky. I don't remember if it exactly was green. It was green. The sky looks different than I remember the Dragon Star, but the general like rocky formation and these green things, even before we saw the dragon enemies, yes, made me think of the Dragon Star. So I wondered maybe like, is one of the worlds that one of the media visited was the Dragon Star? It's possible. You see them too, don't you? The dragons. Yep.
See them too, don't you? Dragons. I thought. The presence is tenuous at best, but there's no mistaking it. No doubt your bond with Midgard Soma and mine with Nidhogg is what allows us to perceive them. These apparitions be related to the dragons that now live on Atheris. I had to leave such conjecture to the others. In any case, we must be careful. We may soon find dragons. We may soon find dragons they can see as well. Death and anguish. What happened to them?
This place is neat, but super like, what is that?
It looks like a dead planet.
Yeah, it looks like a planet that's like exploded. Place is cool. That's an aetherite.
Probably.
Nope. No, never seen an aetherite that looks like that before. What would aetherites be doing? Like, I don't know. My guess was that this was a hodgepodge of, like, the different worlds visited. Let's talk to Estinian first and go around the circle.
These dragons have yet to succumb completely to the darkness of this place. I think the others should see them as well. Dragons. It is true they are not of our world, but to find them in a prison of despair. Surely mine eyes deceive me. This cannot be possible.
My sight may have been restored after a fashion, but I fear what I see cannot be trusted. It's as if Meteon herself has etched these images upon my heart. I doubt not that such a feat is within her power, given that she constructed this sanctuary herself.
Look there! Are those ghosts? You think?
Oh no. Oh, you have to do a full restore. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. That sucks.
Ghost dragon, hi map.
Hi, Mab.
Dragons? Here?
What you see is a memory of a world that once was. A world suffering a slow death, whose denizens cried out for the release of oblivion.
What? Their world is dead?
It is. Not a single life remains upon that husk floating in the vast emptiness. These creatures are shadow and shade, perpetuated only to suffuse dynamis with their unending lamentations.
Our friend Thancred. Where is he?
A strange question. He is at your side, is he not?
What?
Oh, yes. He is here and there, and everywhere within this space. He would tell you himself if he had form to form words.
Whoa.
Huh. Such loathing and uncertainty. You don't know why you still exist. In like manner to the oblivion I send, I tried to drown out your ether with dynamis. Beginning with this Thancred, who came at me despite being unable to breathe. Such a simple thing, unmaking men. In the blinking of an eye, he was gone. Didn't even have the chance to be transformed.
He just ceased to exist.
Yet somehow, he managed to leave a slither of himself behind. What you call the heart? Or perhaps the soul. In his final moment, he cried out from it. A single word. Survive.
Whoa.
That wish proved stronger than the despair that ruled here. It overpowered it, causing this space to be remade. Into a place you can perceive, and where life can endure.
Wow.
That you draw breath is proof that his soul lives on. For how long, however, remains to be seen.
Well then, we should hurry and tend to business.
It's futile. You will never reach the true me. I told you, emotions dictate reality in this space. Such changes as you might work will not alter its nature. You may see, but you cannot touch. Walk, but not advance.
Meteion holds too much sway here. How do we contend with a foe who can unmake us on a whim?
That's a very good question. Also, even if Thancred's soul is still here, there might not be a life stream to pull him from, even if we could.
I do not know. But Thancred gave his life that we might come this far. We must press on.
Agreed. We cannot turn tail here. Not without something to show for our comrade's sacrifice.
Even like Ystrolla's voice is shaky.
Now,
Oh shit. Yeah, and how do you deal with an opponent who can just touch you and you cease to be?
does touch.
Not even touch, think that you're gone. It's not even like snap your fingers and gone. It's like, look at you, then you disappear. Like, what do you do?
Feel emotions at you.
Yeah.
Leave Thancred able to will. Here we are. Would that the price for his victory so
His will was strong enough to reshape Ultima Thule that we might survive, that I might see again. His sacrifice must not be wasted.
Oh, so her sight is completely fully restored.
no. Still
No.
ether based, but if there's no ether here, because it's all overpowered by dynamis.
Oh. Okay.
I understand now why the Law Prince was surprised to find that the environment could sustain life. There, but with Thancred's sacrifice.
Yeah, if it wasn't for his sacrifice,
There wouldn't be anything.
there wouldn't be anything here.
Yeah.
There'd be nothing. Damn. Yeah. Empty space.
Not lucky.
What's the top message say?
Apparently the issue is global. No one can get into the game right now. Not even... Not long.
Oh.
Can't really be God, can he? Meteon herself said his soul persists, that he is the reason we are still breathing. If so, then maybe...
My aim was true. I had her. How are we to defeat an enemy we can't attack?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Hurt into funky.
Yep.
By the way, those funky layers can. Layers on.
Do they?
Yeah. Soul without body, a form of being with which we are not wholly unfamiliar.
Correct. When the Scions were on the first, they were souls without bodies.
Indeed, for we existed in a similar state when residing in the first.
Wasn't it that they pulled aether from around them to construct the bodies or something?
Huh.
No?
Their aether just hard.
Oh, okay.
Circumstances are rather more dire than that, 'tis true, but I choose to believe he is not forever lost to us. Regardless, sacrifice he hath afforded us a chance to prevail. Let us not squander it, and ascertain the nature of this realm, that we might confront and defeat. Justinian, Rekka, would you accompany me speaking with these dragons? Mayhap they can enlighten us. I would ask the rest of you to survey these surrounds. There is a path that may lead us to our quarry. We must find it. Jojo, does that the quick launcher as well or no? Very well. We can reconvene here when everyone is finished. Meteon said these dragons are shadow and shade, from a world whose denizens sought oblivion. As such, they're not like to be amenable to company, let alone conversation. Please, be careful. Let us split up and gather what knowledge we may.
I wanted to find the Scions fur. An MSQ dragon. Excuse me. That's an MSQ dragon. That's not an MSQ dragon.
Well on the past. our desires meant little to our destiny. Yet regrets find me.
Or maybe the Scions aren't. I figured I'd find them, like, standing around surveying.
Ere the metal came, my kin and were many and splendid, elegant worms like unto ripples of water, worms possessed of limbs so powerful as to rend the land in twain. Worms I have long since forgotten, places lost in the tides of time. Beyond that distant paradise lost, glorious, so beautiful. We're a proud and noble race, strength embodied, knew only love, for they came. Metal monstrosities, black and silver. No bonds of blood did they share, nor conviction did they have to guide them. Crushing defeat. Never had we known such shame. Filled now are the winds, though none could fill these wings burdened by ignominy. Fly no more, only sink into
There was any doubt. There's no doubt now that it's
This is a shadow
of the Dragon Star after.
This isn't where the Dragon Star was.
No. But it's a recreation of Dragon Star after the.
After the robots showed up and started killing him.
Yeah.
Now wouldst bid me speak? Folly. I observed the lesson of stone. Shall not fly, nor speak, nor roar. We watch and wait. End.
That's so depressing. Okay.
But one sight yet stirreth my blood, tempting me to raise my voice in lamentation. Knoll, the cradle of unsunned dragons. No words, no songs are possessed of the weight to describe such tragedy. Go, that be thy will. I shall remain.
These shades exist only to feed their despair.
Only because their despair feeds dynamite.
Yeah.
Not of this stuff.
I just got a notice in a crossworld that apparently login and authentication servers are down.
Thy slender hands bring plague to our world. Thy breath extinguish life's feeble flame. Oh, how we would adore thee, lass. With time our flesh shall wither, our souls fade. So we wait for its inexorable march unto oblivion. If thou art not come to hasten our demise, I bid thee leave us. We crave not companionship. Silence.
Okay, so I got the Aetherites. this dragon. Nope.
Drink not of this spring. Tainted are its waters. Thy dainty form hath not the capacity to stand it.
Oh no. It's fate. This is neat. This is probably as close as we'll ever get to being on the Dragon Star itself, given that everything there is probably dead. Just Justinian here. Everybody else.
Led you here as well, did they? Described to me as the source of their woes and proof of their end. I think I'm beginning to see why. It's a hatching ground. Was. I've seen similar on Theris. Midgard Sorma's kind must have once lived and thrived in a place such as that.
Mm-hmm.
Retro said his father was driven from their ancestral home by war and strife. This, then, the fate of those who remained. Have a look around. Maybe these eggs have more to tell of what happened here.
Shattered dragon egg. Gingerly lifting a large egg from viscous mire, you peer inside to see a formless mass soaking in a pool of embryonic fluid. Your stomach turns as you return the egg to its resting place. A murky liquid is pooled inside the eggshell. The noxious fodor is
Fetor.
fetor is
The noxious fetor is indicative of contamination.
Oh god.
Inside, you like the squishing sounds under your feet.
Oh, it's making me uncomfortable.
Inside the shattered egg, you find the remains of an unborn dragon. Body has already begun to
Oh no.
gelatinous, half-dried membrane covering the corpse suggests it failed to.
Oh. Huh. The egg has appeared to have been broken from the inside out. Perhaps the dragonette was successful in hatching.
This? I thought all the eggs had been ruined. The dragonette was indeed hatched. There's no sign of it here. Or its sire, for that matter. We should look for them. You start with the cliff tops, and I'll search the plains.
Oh, that sound.
There's a bereaved dragon. And a malformed
Form dragonette. Oh no. Bereaved dragon says. Oh, cutscene.
Boisterous howling hath quieted. By thy hand, I presume. Everything all right? I thought I heard a dragon or something resembling one. See what's happened to you. Is that your child?
I will say I was very uncomfortable attacking.
Perhaps. Some eggs within Omnol are indeed mine. If life within one did quicken, the beast thou hast slain may be of my blood. Yet I do not recognize it, twisted and malformed as not a dragon in truth, but a reminder of our failure, testament to our shame. Explain. They descended from the heavens, cold, heartless machines, and with them rode war and death. With fire and fury, rage and rancor we gave answer. It was a long and bloody battle, but only the beginning. Untold chaos and destruction swept over the star. In the end, the invaders were victorious. Yet when they looked upon their prize, they deemed it unfit for requisite. We were abandoned to our ruin.
So they left and everything.
They showed up, killed
everything, and then left.
They weren't even conquerors.
No. Wow.
They're just slaughterers.
Just slaughtering. Oh my god.
Survivors sought to put away their shame, to rebuild. Futile effort. In purest soil replete with ether did we once cultivate our nesting, but our lands were barren. Many eggs nurtured in such desolation fated to rot.
Oh my god.
What few survived to hatch emerge as vomit. We shall have no new progeny. There are dragons among you capable of journeying to other stars. That there are. Many would make the attempt, each bearing a clutch of eggs. Richest stars were home to the harshest rulers. The arrival of dragons incited contests for supremacy. When the fires faded, the wars lost and won. They too were reduced to ash and waste.
Midgard Sommer wasn't the first. Not at all.
Is the curse of those who seek life. Be drawn into conflict, to conquer or be conquered. Vicious cycle we now choose to break. We tire of conflict, of everything. We wait now in sweet, merciful silence, free from strife and suffering, still as stone.
This is so sad.
Wait! You claim your kind is doomed. There is another star.
It's so sad. Bereaved dragon says. A test of will. So, I don't know what the quest names here reference. We knew in broad strokes about the.
Quest names in this one are great, but they're just fun.
Oh, okay.
Like the eye there is not an eye.
Yeah, no, it's not. We knew in like broad strokes about the conflict with Omega, but not the exact struggles that they faced, or the fact that
This zone has
Omega like just slaughtered everyone and left.
wasn't just on pirate race.
Or the okay, it's not a race.
Omega was a weapon.
Oh, Omega was a creation of a race. Okay, it wasn't a race of bug robots.
No.
Gotcha.
Omega was a weapon.
Gotcha. It's so sad.
But not to be confused with Omega weapon.
Right.
I want only to brood in silence. To be left alone with their grief until time itself comes to an end.
Hi, Alice.
Oh, hi, Alice. You think this area was meant to make wiki people drink?
That makes sense.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome to depression.
Welcome to depression. Thank you for the 100 bits, by the way. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
The sole reward for senseless bloodshed. Pain I understand. Wish that I did not. What fools we were. But now isn't the time for such thoughts. The others will want to hear what we've learned. Come. All the funky names that would probably be a nightmare to put into wikis. Yeah, that makes sense.
That would be a nightmare. Imagine trying to figure out what the characters are and then having to type it out. Oh my.
No, having to have them actually properly indexed and referenced in your,
Oh, pain.
as well as also work for people looking to type them in English.
Yep. Trying to find.
Some of them get really fucked later. By the way.
Oh my god.
Some of them get really fucked later. I think there were two that I couldn't even.
Oh my god. I'm gonna have tears in my eyes this entire zone, aren't I? Like I already have tears in my eyes from the sad.
The baby dragon.
Yeah, the baby dragon. That makes me. This whole zone is gonna be a depression trip, isn't it? Speaking of nightmares, the game is breaking. Yeah, the login servers are down. I think it's login and authentication are both down right now. So here's hoping that neither of us get disconnected. We've been connected since what, a couple hours now. So here's hoping things stay stable. We all know one little blip and you can get booted. You got 90k 10 minutes ago. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that.
That closely lines up with JoJo by about a couple
minutes,
minutes,
yeah.
2 to 3 more tips either side.
Oh, hi, Kender. It's nice
Hi,
to see you
Kender.
too. Yeah, the airs are hitting everywhere on Crystal. Did you get booted too, Kender? You did? I wouldn't be shocked if we eventually do. Stinian says.
Look, they'll have learned something to help us devise a plan of action.
Rianjay says.
I chanced to gain an audience with several dragons ere we returned, though I expect their tales are much the same as those you heard.
Stola?
We would hear what the dragons had to share with you. Even if it's no different from what they told Urianger, it would have value.
Your exploration proved eventful. First with any dragon.
Good to see you made it back in one piece. The more I see of this place, the more bewildering it becomes.
Were you able to establish any meaningful contact?
Yes, and it's all terribly sad and depressing.
See, they wish to escape what they perceive to be a cycle of... Thank you, Rekka. Stinian.
What's being posted in chat? I can't.
Tweet from 4 minutes ago. We're receiving reports of players being unable to log in, failing to log in. Their Square Enix. While we don't yet know the full scale of the issue, we are currently investigating.
Okay.
As for our part, I believe we are more acutely aware of our confines. We started by traversing the perimeter of the island, to see if there might be a path off of it. Sadly, there was nothing found.
So we're kind of marooned here.
There's no small amount of debris floating about. Could there be enough to serve as a bridge to lead us elsewhere? I considered that, so I tried throwing a stone onto a potential platform to judge its integrity. But it never reached its mark. As it crossed an invisible threshold just beyond the boundaries of this island, it vanished, only to reappear above me and fall at my feet.
What? Okay.
I would not be too quick to presume that what we see outside this space is as it appears.
So physics kind of break past the weird.
Which is why I returned to the Ragnarok and asked the Loveprits to search for a potential path. However, the ship's instruments failed to provide conclusive data on the surrounding area. Until we know more, I think it risky. Too risky to attempt flying to another island.
Yeah, you might get teleported back to where you started, or worse.
What Meteion told us before, that emotions dictate reality here, might be the key. But I'm not entirely sure what emotion might manifest a bridge to lead us to safety.
Courage.
What you're saying is, we've no way forward.
At present, aye. If it is indeed emotion that governs this island, perhaps it is not Meteons but the dragons that holds us here.
Oh.
They tire of conflict and have chosen a path of oblivion to escape it.
And so we're stuck here.
Or rather, they have chosen no path at all, meaning there is no way for the dragons or anyone here on this island to advance.
Sound thing, disheartening though it may be.
It's very sad.
If that is the case, what recourse do we have? They are not like to be persuaded to help us. Their reasoning is built on a history of turmoil and strife. Without irrefutable proof, the future is not as bleak as they believe it to be.
Mayhap persuasion is not the answer. Meteion meant to unmake us then and there on the Ragnarok, and she would have succeeded if not for Thancred's determination. She conceded it was strong enough to overpower the despair that otherwise rules Ultima Thule, and reshape it to a degree. Perhaps it can be done again in like manner by overpowering the prevailing emotion.
So make everything not despair as it is and possibly move from island to island.
Was Ultima Thule's architect, on herself, against whom Thancred did pit himself in a clash of wills. Though I marked no leader among them as such, I did a chance to encounter a dragon possessed of despair far more potent than most, potent enough mayhap to dictate the course for others, and thus their domain to follow.
Cheer up the most despaired and sad of dragons and make things look better. Rekka, did you bring a lot of party hats? Silly things.
Spoke but few words carefully chosen, tone and timbre alone, threatening to rend my heart in twain. Challenging his desire to remain may allow us to alter the island upon which. Alas, I fear my vaunted rhetoric availed me not against his calcifying heart. But mayhap one of you will fare better. And I shall guide thee. Alend, they call him, the dragon tongue. Thou wilt find him nearby, eyes fixed upon the water.
Well, what have we to lose? Let's get going.
I just had a thought.
What?
Wouldn't Estinian, like, channeling Nidhogg's energy kind of show them that dragons continue to exist? Like, Estinian's not a dragon, obviously, but wouldn't that show them that, like, the essence of dragons?
He was channeling that essence through stolen dragon eye
Oh, right.
long before he merged.
True.
So surprised you were here and we conquered and killed your kind.
Oh, yeah, no, that's not good. The last thing I was able to do for you on your journey was offer Silly String. Thank you for offering Silly String. I shall set off, let's see, these ones. See, Rekka did bring a bunch of silly things. Cheering up the dragons. I might not have party hats for them, but we got this one.
Love you.
I love you. And last but not least, we got this one.
Until Omega bombs them.
Oh no! Is it just that the, like... I don't know, I've tried to, like, enjoy the music because everyone's like, oh my god, the music! Is it just because, like, where I am in the story, it sounds really distorted? How are we doing on time? Okay, wow, we got a bit before break.
Because there's more soup.
Yeah, there's...
On break.
Okay. It changes? Okay. I'll end.
He remaineth as he
Oh,
was
this
when
is
I
fixed.
first approached, entombed in melancholy.
I see. Perhaps I could...
I'll handle this.
So, waiting to die like all the others, are you?
Yeah, pipe organ. Pipe those organs.
Souls corrupted. Things are still good. Long lives a curse. Still as stone we shall be.
So you say. Yet your kind has found a new beginning on our star. One of you braved the Expanse, bearing with him a clutch of eggs. They and their children now rule our skies, their song heard by all.
Okay.
Yet, one day I smell the blood of my brethren.
Smelly.
Were they drawn into discord and war on their new home?
They were. They suffered much, and repaid their suffering in kind.
Better than not literally fly. Ever will a sanguine ocean await us. Ever will retribution be turned.
That's bull.
So, on the last of my pride as dragon, I break free of this wheel.
Oh, you're patching.
Luck, Jojo.
Good luck.
I renounce conflict, exile myself from the other, never again to be touched by the flames of hatred.
Had your brethren made the selfsame choice, my family might still be alive. Yet lasting peace does not come to those who simply retreat from conflict. No, you must be willing to confront it, to stare into the face of your foe, and see yourself in him. Only then can you break the cycle of torment and tragedy. This lesson, a dear friend taught me at the risk of his life. There is no nobility in your penance. You wallow in self-pity. And after everything we've endured, we will not let you stop us.
Angry. Bird? Ah.
Estinian!
Stay back!
Crimson stain. Too much to bear.
I see. Theirs is the emotion that bars our way. The rest is up to you.
What are you doing? Estinian?
No! Not Estinian too!
Well, shit. I thought Estinian was gonna be
There's a wind.
safe.
He's opened the way for us.
Did I watch the little letters? Like, did I mentally note which letters were distorted?
Or the live letters, or
Live letters.
Yeah.
Did you watch the live letters? Mostly.
Mostly, yeah, mostly.
Sacrificed himself to remake this place, like Thancred did.
Oh, Alphino.
Hmm.
Come. Let us follow the wind. It will not lead us astray. He would not.
Yes, they did mention saying goodbye to old friends. Ishikawa mentioned that during the FanFest too.
And that Yoshido would say, going through the site, you go, damn, you would go this far through this story?
Yeah, yeah. It better not end up that we get to like the final trial and we're the only ones left. I will lose my shit. I will bawl my eyes out if that's the case.
Music's no longer recorded.
No, it's not. Yeah, I should keep going. Is it a instrumental version of that one track? Oh, it is.
What will that wind enable you to do, my dear?
It's gonna launch us across, isn't it?
AKA a jump.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a...
It's gonna be a jump.
Jump, like never repad them?
Like Estinian.
Does.
Like a...
Oh, I was just thinking, like,
Yes.
where are other places?
Yes,
that
I was specifically, hey, look, it's going to let you jump.
I would usually have, like, jokes and stuff while I'm going through a zone. I don't have... This is so sad.
The wind has stayed the fog that covered this island. In the air. No longer feels quite so stifling.
Do not read the sightseeing logs. I've never even touched the sightseeing log UI. I will not read them.
As by the beating of mighty wings doth wind blow, where dragons may never again touch the sky. He and the shade he bore shall soar free.
Goodbye, Estinian. Kender, absolutely. I am much farther ahead than you. You absolutely, don't spoil yourself. Thank you for coming by. I think this is one of the only few times I've caught you in my stream, so thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I hope you can get back into the game soon.
If I had known this place would claim Estinian too, No, it's what had to be done.
Alice, do not do anything reckless.
Promised your mom.
Yep. You will not do anything reckless.
We promised your mom.
Mm-hmm.
Must this always be the price paid for safe passage? Look there. The wind. This is Estinian's doing. I'm sure of it. We should ride its flow and see where it leads.
Whoa.
you jumped.
Yup.
Also, yeah, go ahead and look down.
Whoa.
Yep. This is a nothing space.
Yeah, it is a nothing space.
Until the Dragon Star area is willed into existence. But yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
That's what Dragon Star looked like before, well, after they've been bombed to hell.
Whoa.
Flash respect, or
Yeah, I'm gonna... I was trying to think of what emote to use. Whoops. Whoa. What are we doing on time? 10 minutes till break.
powerful gale has delivered you to another island. Other scions should arrive before. Zone 6. Hello, I bring depression.
Yeah.
Did it. Found a way forward. The dragons remain trapped within a prison of their own making, lamenting the horrors of war. But Estinian knew them better than most.
Yep.
He was a man of honor and a dear friend willing to fight to the very end for what he believed right. Babe?
Mm-hmm.
Hide UI. There's your script drive.
Oh my god. But let's get the mouse out of the way.
And he's still fighting Elfin. Just like Thancred. Their sacrifices are why we can survive here. Why we still have a chance to stop her. Even in spirit, they're unwilling to give in to despair. And we mustn't either.
Now is not... No, we can't. We would lose. We have to keep going.
Alice is right. We must press on, for their sake.
Not that we will see them probably today, but when the credits come, I intend to let the credits run their full length.
Yeah.
On stream.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about that, like, thinking about it as we wrap up, like thank you, Bug, and whatever. I'm gonna let the
Let the credits just play.
even if they're an hour or two. I don't care. Talking to Alice.
We have to keep going. Even if Estinian isn't here to see it, I'm sure Alphina wouldn't want it. Though it pains me to say it, we can ill afford to stop and grieve our comrades' passing. No, there will be enough time. There will be time enough after. Vain bravery with bold words is a simple matter, but without the strength of will to match, we are powerless against dynamites. Not less than unshakable conviction will suffice, which makes me question if I am up to...
Oh no.
No choice have we but to march onward, lest we squander that noble sacrifice. Roads paved, sacrifice. See what was meant by this is a terrible thing for wikis?
Yes.
Look at, imagine that.
I have written wikis before,
I know.
and I would never want it. Like, how do you index that? You'd have to have some kind of policy of use letters.
Yeah.
Because how would you write that? Sakura single line dash ice. Credits are a great time to reflect on the full experience.
Since this is the culmination of 10 years of story, laying that rock is the best I've done.
Absolutely.
Yep. Usually been how I've been.
Roads paved with sacrifice, or roads paved through sacrifice.
As you strolled in, Alice said, "We must continue."
You were doing excellent.
Notice the change in our surroundings. Perhaps this is the memory of an altogether different world. It would be prudent to learn more of it. Tread carefully, lest we lose our footing in this sand.
As my brain starts to process, like, other worlds that we're aware of, the only other stars we're aware of were the Omega Star and the Dragon Star, right?
We have no idea where Omega came from.
Right.
Just that it wasn't from the Dragon Star.
Right. Some,
Go first person, babe, and just look around.
well, oh my god!
What?
Oh, I saw that. It looks like a structure, and I like saw.
It is a structure.
I was like, maybe not a different star. What if this is a recreation of Alec? No. Okay. That was the. Oh my god, maybe. That sky is pretty too. I want to. There's a friend and boy on this star.
Except for his cleave tank buster and gravity flips.
Sure.
Go first person and look around. Like, do a full 360, babe, and say, like, look at that.
Whoa. It's wild.
Yep.
That looks like a black hole.
And vortex you spawn
Yeah.
there.
And then the ether coming up from the ground. And whatever this is above. Hey, it's changed. Or is it just the perspective? It's the perspective because.
See?
Oh, okay. It's okay. This place is beautiful but creepy at the same time.
You asked, is it chaos?
It is. It is absolute chaos.
It is an absolute. As Smith says, it is a very good zone to stop Skywatch.
Absolutely.
From time to time, there's just so.
There's so much. It's so neat. It's really pretty, and in its unnerving kind of as your brain tries to piece things together, but it's just it's hard to make sense of what you're seeing while you look out at it. It is time for our break. And so we are going to listen to the zone music, and I'm going to put us in BRB. I'll be back in about 10 minutes. So I got some food to warm up, get a drink, stretch. Take time to do that yourself if you need. Stretch, grab a drink, take care of yourself. Not ending the stream. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. we are back, and during
The final days have taken nil off the server.
Yep. The fabric of the server had begun to fray. Yeah, Nil got booted during break. So, I am back for... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's fine. Everything is fine. It's fine.
I am now 100 IQ. Let's go.
What? It's oh, you're 22. Ooh, 2200. So far, so good that I have not been booted. No guarantee. It would have been funny if that was actually a disconnect, but it wasn't. It was just my browser source for my alerts needing to be refreshed. So for now, we can continue with MSQ. Of course, tentatively, if I get DC'd or something, but obviously that'll change it. So, speaking with Alice A.
Sand everywhere.
Sigh. Graha.
Another seemingly barren world. For mercy, the air is nowhere near as stale, but still quite dry. The sand will no doubt prove bothersome.
You're still,
You're worried about my vision. You needn't be. I can still see quite well.
I'm worried that you're gonna be the next one to yeet yourself. Already. You did yourself into the live stream twice.
Were it not for the violet crystal embedded in its surface, this would appear as an ordinary stone. A curious script hath been etched upon them. Alas, it is not a language with which I am familiar.
I cannot say I recognize it either.
Nor I. The dragons, from what I recall, preserve their knowledge in song and eschew the written word entirely. So we may assume this is the work of another race, one we have yet to...
Oh.
Meteon claimed the dragon's world suffered a slow death, seeking the release of oblivion. What life we find here, like as not, doth wend its way towards a similar end. If not for the light emitted by these glyphs, I might well have overlooked this monolith. Taking a look at it?
Whoa.
Me.
Oh, zoom in.
That's something.
That is something. I was about to say we saw a language written in gold lettering during Boja, but I don't remember what the symbols looked like. Speaking with Urianger.
Fascinating as this script is, we will glean naught from what we cannot decipher.
Raha.
Alright, so
Oh, we already did that one. Okay. I'll say.
What do you suppose that is over there?
Nothing good. It's wiggle in.
that looks to be our friend.
That looks like
on that island. Cleave Tank Buster does flippies.
Oh yeah. It's Catastrophe.
Hi, Catastrophe.
Hi, Catastrophe.
I'm not sure. It's hard to make out at this, but its surface seems to bear the same crystals as this monument. That's the friend and boy. It's not Catastrophe, it's the other one. The mob's name is Other One.
Oh, okay.
Meaning there is a chance we may find whoever built them both. We should go and have a look. Come on.
What the fuck is that?
That is an angry mob.
Yes, I know. It's got like a halo or something. I've never seen a mob like that before. Those are new. Or is that also an Aether? That's an Aether card. I'm grabbing that while I'm here. Those are new. I've never.
So you just walked up and started shooting it?
No, I accidentally tagged it coming to this Aether current. I said, "Oh, those are new." Looking at it, walking around, and then said, "Oh."
I made it through this entire zone without ever aggroing one.
Oh, really?
Yep.
No, not me. There's like fireflies in the. No, I accidentally anchored it on the way.
You want to go that way? Past those, so you veer directly towards them.
Going around them.
You veer directly towards them.
As instinct is ought to. Whoa, crystal. It's like a crystal thing.
Yeah.
Filled with liquid crystal or hardened crystal. Oh yeah, it's crystals all over the place. Go.
Here's a ghostly figure. Hail, travelers. This is a most unexpected occurrence. Oh, hello there. Is this your home? Indeed it is. Ah, forgive me. I had forgotten. An exchange of introductions is expected when first meeting with those with whom one is acquainted with.
What?
When the vibration of vocal folds was required to convey our thoughts and intentions, I believe, was the pronunciation used when referring to our people.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not tracking at all. Oh, there it goes.
I stole her.
Oh, you stole her.
I stole Rekka.
Ah.
Though it is not entirely applicable given our present state, you are welcome to use this appellation. As for nomenclature to address my individual person, I believe it would be pronounced Hofkudg.
Hofkudg?
Aya. Roger says Aya.
Aya?
Yes, Hofkudg of the Aya.
Ah. Crazy taxi begins. Yes.
We have encountered beings that communicate intermittently through thought, but never one that is wholly without voice.
No, we haven't, have we?
These things aren't talking with a mouth, babe.
At all.
Not at all.
I presume we are having this conversation via the medium of ether. or dynamis, as this space is diffused with vast quantities of it. Fascinating in either case. I gather your response to my presence is positive, then? That as well, for there is something I wish to ask of you. Like yourselves, we Aya are ether-based life forms. Therefore, it may be surmised that your bodies are of comparable biological composition to those we once possessed.
Oh. Interesting.
They used to have
They
one.
used to have bodies.
I have a number of queries regarding your subjective perception of the five senses. Sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell. A number of queries.
A number of questions.
In total, I've prepared 198,712,180,871. 827
Holy shit, we cannot
queries.
we cannot answer all those questions. I'm sorry. You get like 2.
That's rather a lot, isn't it? My apologies. I have omitted a great many details necessary to understand the nature of my request. Though we dispensed with our corporeal vessels long ago, we have rediscovered a need for flesh, and have endeavored to recreate our erstwhile forms. However, all pertinent records have been lost due to the passage of time.
You are looking to create new... Also, my mouth isn't opening. I gotta change some settings. We changed the lighting in here. One moment, please. Top and then the mouth. Okay, there it goes. Just needed to recalibrate. Okay. Back in normal? Okay, good. So they are looking to make new bodies. Interesting.
They have rediscovered a need for flesh.
Or I rediscovered
they have left flesh. They used to have flesh bodies. They don't have flesh bodies anymore. Now they have a need for...
Have you tried talking to Castlevania guy?
Castlevania guy.
Flesh.
Castlevania guy.
Yeah, not Dracula, Castlevania guy.
Glad Castlevania has...
There we go.
Take, for example, the nervous system. It is well within our power to recreate, but we have no frame of reference for sensations once experienced by our people, which may compromise our ability to interact with our physical environment. And the reason you need to regain corporeal form. Why, to bring an end to our existence, of course.
I should have expected that.
Though, need. The Aya have no mouths, and it seems they
must scream.
Though need is perhaps too strong a word. It would be a simple matter to unmake ourselves through use of etheric exsanguinator. But such a death seems inadequate. The traditionalists among us believe proper death requires an inescapable sense of impermanence in one's final moments, an experience found only with bodies of flesh.
Flesh.
We should very much like to hear more of your plans. In exchange, we will answer any questions you have to the best of our ability. Such an exchange of information would indeed prove useful.
That's so creepy.
Looks down itself. Oh, right.
Bloop.
Very well. To ensure efficacious exchange, I hereby invite you to our home. Yes, the abode of the Aya, where we traditionalists prepare for our demise. I presume your consent to answer questions is an indicative of tacit approval of our plans? In which case, your cooperation is greatly appreciated. I must caution you, however, to be mindful of the Aya wandering the desert. Their desire for bodies of flesh could be described as overzealous. Now, you would follow me
How's your queue looking?
at 12:38,
What were you at login?
2200.
Oh, hey.
This is going rather smoothly. Not that I'm complaining, mind. Even so, we mustn't forget their aim is oblivion, much like the dragons.
Yep.
Though I failed to see why a civilization so seemingly advanced would choose to unmake all they have created. At any rate, we will find no answers dallying here. Let us be on our way.
They're like, we need bodies. You may not possess any of us. Oh, is it getting hot? Look at this person's name.
Boss Mom.
Boss Mom.
They're in 12.99.
Oh shit, yeah, they are in 12.99. Isn't the name of that free company like we don't pay your sub or something like that? You don't pay my sub.
And hang on. Look at the free company again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Their house is called $5 footlongs.
Oh my god, it is. Amazing. Boss Mom is awesome. Might as well uncover as much of the map as...
Why? That's EXP.
Oh, you're right. Oh, hey, look, it's
Yep.
those things from Eureka.
They aren't just... Well, Eureka's reusing them. Those are also found in Pharaoh Serious Hard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're found all over the place.
A reminder from the second Aetheryte.
Far in the northeast is a planet undergoing the removal of its own core.
What?
Yep.
Have to look at that after.
No, you could look at that now.
Second Aetheryte.
You're almost at the second
Nor...
Aetheryte here.
Yeah, this is the second Aetheryte. You're right. There. So, northeast would be...
Yep. Yeah, and attune to the...
I can? Okay. Whoa!
That's a puddle of water.
Standing on it, standing on it. Swim, swim. I mean, yes. Also, Rekka, stop sleeping.
Rekka, wake up!
Wake up! Thank you. You can see it from the Aetheryte. Okay.
Come in. Go here. Keep going. Mount up. Forward. Up. Right there, Viv. There's a planet. Right there. There. It's shedding. There's its core.
Oh, whoa, okay. Oh, cool. Thank you for pointing that out. I wouldn't have been able to look at that and been like, okay, that's what that is. Whoa, neat.
Rekka has her spaceship.
Rekka has her...
Rekka has her space helmet.
Yes. Yes. Spaceship. Don't give Rekka a spaceship, that's dangerous.
Rekka is not allowed to have her own
She can't even have a cannon.
spaceship.
Yes. Yes. Manny. Speaking with Ishtola first.
I should not be surprised the concept of a village is so different from ours, and yet...
This is their village.
An aetheryte that's unique. And a bunch of lights. We think. I mean, they're incorporeal beings. It could be houses.
More violet-colored crystals. I cannot place my finger on it. Something unsettling about it.
Or I guess they're not incorporeal. They're made of aether. We can see them.
Isle of Dragons was shrouded in the silence of the dead, yet the stillness here doth suggest the Aya are by and large merely thing. Something tells me we have different definitions of the word abode. I said there would be others, but I don't know what I was expecting. Welcome to our abode. Most of our compeers, you will find, remain idle in their domiciles, though your quizzical expressions indicate my phrasing is unclear. I speak, of course, of the violent crystalline constructs hanging from the stone structures here. You say they remain idle, but what of your work to regain corporeal bodies? An astute question, and understandable given your finite nature.
You exist in infinity?
We have no desire to pursue our research, for it is no longer necessary.
Oh?
If, in our idleness, we are struck by sudden inspiration, we rise to pursue said inspiration to its conclusion. That is why I was present for your arrival, and why I continue to engage with you still. But while the others are not currently in a motile state, rest assured they would not object were you to disturb their respite. You need only cast your thoughts towards one of their crystalline domiciles to communicate.
So we can talk to them. With the brain.
I suppose there is a logic to creatures comprised of spiritual energy utilizing crystals as living space, but it is nevertheless surprising to see. 41.
Nice.
Knock knock!
Hello.
Hello! You are attuning.
Does one knock on a crystal? I guess.
You cast your thoughts towards the crystalline domicile, but there is no response.
No, nobody's home. Sorry.
Around because there might be more sign. Well, you driving through the middle of the camp instead of going around it. Like for example, here's Alpha. Go around.
Like Alice says.
I tried reaching out to whatever is inside this crystal, but all I can hear is sporadic moaning.
Sleep in.
Is it not strange they lack passion to research that which they desire above all else?
Did you take these two off?
Yeah,
Okay.
because they started not working.
If we are fortunate, the Aya residing in these crystals will shed light on the contradiction.
Or rather, maybe it's my fingers that I can't hold it long enough, like because I was using it to select left and right sides. And I would find that sometimes it would let go. It could be my hands.
You'll have Graha, Urianger to find by the next. You wish to speak? Very well. Pray, a moment if you would. Oh, you got an answer.
Yes.
Eyes open. Graha and Urianger.
Graha's right there.
Despite my best efforts, mine overtures have elicited no response from this crystal. I can but assume its resident sleepeth most soundly. So I hope.
Do beings made of energy require sleep?
If I heard correctly, the Aya within this crystal says it will emerge from within shortly. Do you suppose they all appear as Kofkutka?
No.
Maybe.
Maybe. Maybe. This is neat. Pain?
Strange moaning comes and goes, but soon fades into silence.
Ah, this is what Alice was talking about. Too far away.
Why we seek our end, you ask? You wish to know? I will tell you.
So that's 2 responses.
Just a moment. I must remember. What form did I take when last I emerged? What did I even look like?
What did I even look like? You don't remember. What time is it, by the way? Okay.
It's 45.
Okay.
Did your inquiries yield satisfactory responses? I see. If they failed to answer, then it is likely because their minds have unraveled due to prolonged idleness. They are not but concentrated eating now.
Oh, well, shit. They can rest long enough that their minds just unravel. That's depressing.
They're just a pool of ether that slowly dissipate.
Yeah.
Worry not. There are no others who have need of those lodgings. They will not prove a hindrance to remain as they are. But more importantly, you said some few did answer your request for an audience, yes? I imagine they will be with us ere long.
Are the scions still in there? I guess, yeah, so. Flesh abandoned.
Flesh abandoned.
They're getting more and more
Yep.
creative.
Yep. Flesh abandoned.
Dash.
Through flesh abandoned.
Or
I'm not
through.
sure. Either flesh abandoned, through flesh abandoned.
Okay.
I had no luck, but everyone else fared well enough. But a few I have awakened. Ah, there they are. May I introduce to you Malak, Udik, and Ned Neek.
Hello.
It's been too long, Kafka. I dare say Saturn IV has since completed an orbit.
I don't think so. They still think they're on their world, don't they?
Indeed, until the travelers brought it to my attention, I hadn't noticed how unraveled some had become. Travelers? Huh, of course, of course. The ones who wish to know why we seek to regain corporeal forms. The truth of the matter is, as plain to see as the neighboring systems, but my single account would fail to satisfy the requirement for scientific objectivity. Thus did I bid them awaken you.
Scientific objectivity.
Am I the only one who struggles to tell who's speaking? None of them have mouths.
Yeah, that's true.
Nay, thou art not. In the absence of corporeal forms and the divergence they afford, mayhap such similarity in voice is unavoidable.
Okay.
By the way, Kofku, have you already observed the requisite custom for the travelers?
I'm scared.
That which one is expected to do when receiving guests, a matter of proper form. Blink, blink. Oh, yes. So long has it been, it had completely escaped my mind, and still does. What was it again? I can't seem to remember. Neither do I. Pity. I was hoping you would.
Oh dear.
Perhaps we can search the archives for these. Come now, Nanny. The archives have long been frozen, lest we subject ourselves to further dolor. Surely you recall that much. What? Ah, of course. Food. The custom is to serve food.
What kind of food do spirits eat?
Beings of flesh such as they must regularly replenish their ether. By contributing to their replenishment, we communicate our friendly intention. That's right, that's right.
Now they all remember.
Duly invite you to join us in communal repast, after which we may engage in leisurely conversation. If we have a chance to learn something, then I see no reason to decline. Excellent. If you would care to follow, we shall feast you on the purest ether. Feast in.
Feast in, not feast on us, thankfully.
No, they're not trying to eat you.
That's good. Please no eat.
It's very much cooked for human.
Oh my god. Okay, go.
To think that I had forgotten what had become of the archives. How much has my existence deteriorated since last I was awake? Not that I am averse to having my mind fade away in this manner. It isn't so unlike the natural degradation of one's flesh. How delightful.
I don't take delight in that. Where are the signs?
They're ahead of you.
Oh, I didn't look behind me, so
In front of you. You literally 180'd the camera.
I did.
You didn't look behind you. Not quite. Throughout the universe, but few races have completely shed their flesh as we have. As a result, we seldom receive visitors from other systems. Extreme differences can inhibit meaningful interaction, and none more so than those which affect communication. Most entities, for example, cannot even comprehend our words.
Oh.
You are rare indeed in your ability to do so. You avail yourselves of dynamis, yes? It is an impressive application, and if it is ultimately pointless like all the rest. How much ether would be adequate for your kind, I wonder? As I recall, there is a fine line between optimal satiation and violent sickness.
Oh dear, let's not have aether sickness, please. Also, like, this whole zone brings a new meaning to Endwalker. You're literally walking through
The end.
of other planets, and, like, yeah.
Start with Grahan, go around.
Okay.
We were told to stand wherever we like. This strikes me as less of a meal and more a ritual. Judging by the construction of this facility, it would seem that Aya directly draw upon the ether.
Begin the ritual of the feasting.
Ether, they said.
but I can't help but feel a bit nervous.
Watch, it doesn't taste like food.
Would it taste like anything?
Exactly, it'll just be nothing.
If they are thus able to replenish their ether, the loss of vital sustenance is like to be the cause of their demise. If it is as I suspect, then this so-called feast. Actually, let us just see it for ourselves. Fear not, we are not like to come to harm.
And there's one over here that I don't think we've been introduced to.
Huh. I cannot help but feel a rush of excitement when I see your pliable yet sturdy form. I almost have to resist the urge to open you up and see how it all works. Now, be at ease. I would not devolve to such savagery. I may have cast off my body, but I still possess some semblance of a rational mind. For the moment, at least.
That's creepy. You may not open the Rekka.
Open in.
No. Not take her skin, wear her skin, open her up, etc.
Open in.
No.
Open in.
You will not.
Open in.
You will not. No open in.
This facility is where we replenish our ether. There is no particular name for it, but we traditionalists sometimes use the word restaurant. Now then, if you would take your place with your comrades, space will soon be awash with purest ether. Please absorb as much as you like. Drifting Aya are overzealous, after all. Brace yourself for a rush of sweet, sweet ether. But nothing seems to happen. Perhaps you need to wait a little longer.
Wait in. Wait again? Yeah. Oh, hey, you're back in.
You brace yourself again. But again, nothing seems to happen. Just as I had suspected. As meticulously as one might recreate the Aya's homeworld, this is Ultima Thule. One cannot simply generate ether here.
True.
As recreations, our friends are oblivious to this fact, the very truth of their existence. Much like the phantoms of the recreated Amaranth. However appearances may seem, we must ever be mindful that it is the memories of the dead with
Yeah, that makes sense.
So did you have your fill of ether? Alas, we couldn't absorb it. A deficiency in our forms, it would seem. Oh, how very unfortunate. May I ask how you normally replenish your ether?
Talking about Eden, probably.
For your mouse, say? How very primitive and quaint. To think that their mouths serve not only to expel sound, but draw in sustenance besides. Such life forms have long since vanished from our systems. Though we regrettably could not partake of your magnificent feast, rest assured we feel your welcome most keenly. In the course of acquainting ourselves with your sophisticated ways, however, we could not fail but wonder. Wherefore do you wish to obtain vessels of flesh, and thence to vanish? Will you not favor us with an explanation? You flesh and blood beings are always so hasty. It does have its charm, however. Very well, we shall indulge you. In the beginning, when the Aya yet possessed corporeal bodies, our ancestors dedicated themselves to the pursuit of knowledge and technological advancement. By transcending all limitations, we believed we would eliminate sorrow and abide in true happiness.
Like, The people of Aetheris, like Aleg, it's a running theme.
Charleon?
Charleon, yeah.
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 From the tangibles such as land, the intangibles such as labor, there exist myriad hindrances to progress, but the most confining of all was the flesh itself.
Bless you.
Thank you. Our natural lifespan was distressingly middling, see, too short to enjoy unhurried lives, yet too long to be considered disposable. Furthermore, to simply maintain the integrity of our bodies demanded considerable resources.
True. So you got rid of them.
But we managed to solve this problem. After long years, we discovered how to become non-corporeal entities with everlasting lives, untroubled by the failures of the flesh.
You made yourself immortal by becoming spirits.
Becoming Aya.
Or Aya.
Thus changed, we had more time and freedom to continue our scientific pursuits. We went on to make ever greater strides in our quest to transcend all limitation, until we finally decided to challenge the last of them all, the limit of knowledge.
The limit of knowledge.
That is to say, deciphering the laws of creation.
Ah.
We sought to discover how the universe came into being and explain all extant phenomena, and thence predict the future.
And so you start messing with the literal laws.
They aren't messing with.
Or not, no, they're just discovering.
They're just trying to understand.
Oh, okay, no, that's...
Figure out how everything happened and how it works. You could predict the future.
True.
If we could but achieve this, we believe that we would be free from uncertainty and anxiety.
Ah, okay.
And did you find the answers you sought?
Blink, blink, blink.
Yes, we did. Our efforts revealed to us a fundamental truth.
Oh.
Knowledge of said truth is essential for the continuation of our conversation. If you would learn more, we will share it with you. No, we mustn't. Primitive as they are, it would be unspeakably cruel to deprive them of their ignorance. They are possessed of corporeal forms, their lives readily ended.
Ominous.
As those who have gone before, is it not our duty to warn them?
Oh.
What thinkest thou? We have deliberated and come to a consensus. If you are resolved to know it, we will disclose to you the truth we discovered, the truth of the universe. Seek us at the stone pillars just outside of the abode, a place called Elegea, or Elegea. Elegea? Legea?
They seek the Akashic record.
I don't know the Akashic record. I don't know what reference that is, but
I
obviously
don't.
bad things.
Yeah, I don't.
To define the laws of creation would have been no small feat, even for the Aya. They, having eternal life and hence no sense of it, would only have made it harder. Such tremendous drive for knowledge they once must have had,
and I struggle to reconcile it with the listless being before us. Whatever answers they found, it did not bring them happiness.
Yeah, no, it doesn't seem to have.
Like her master, Y'shtola seeketh the truth of creation. How will the truth of the Aya, who uncovered all only to desire the end, fall upon her ears? You may be intimately familiar with a problem, know it like the back of your hand, yet be powerless to solve it. In the course of my struggles, I've often been made keenly aware of this fact. I wonder, have the Aya never felt the same frustration?
Interesting question.
'Tis true that a lack of knowledge can beget fear. Therefore, in theory, by acquiring all knowledge, it may be possible to attain peace. But as Heidelin told us, all those people who attempted to free their worlds from life's woes met with failure.
Yep.
And the Aya are among them, as the presence here attests. The tale we are about to hear will not be a happy one.
No, I don't think it will.
A fundamental truth. We will hear it, of course. Let us learn what has led such an enlightened people to this indolent end. Before we hear the climax of the Aya's tale, mayhap I should speak of... On second thought, it would only be a distraction. We will talk more when the time is right.
Oh. This is not going to be a happy... Oh, you have the Rekka. No, you will not eat the big drink.
I want the big drink.
Tell you what, when we get to the credits, you can eat the big... Nope.
You may have the Rekka back.
Thank you. This is not going to be happy, is it? Where knowledge leads. And it's an infinity symbol. And it oh, jeez. Okay, here we go.
It has a banner.
Yeah, and it has a banner. We're not in for a fun time.
Ere we join the Aya, there is one trifling matter I would fain investigate. Rekka, Grahatia, might I trouble you for your assistance? But of course. My thanks. We shall head outside the abode if you would kindly follow me.
I know not what mischief you are plotting, Urianger, but I trust you have our best interests at heart.
Mischief.
Lying.
Deceiving.
Again.
Doing it again and again.
The rest of us shall go on ahead to Eligaya. Lest you worry, we won't... Oh,
The rest of us shall go on ahead to Elijah. Lest you worry, we won't start without you.
goes back in.
Oh, hey.
Please enjoy your fish.
I already got a fish here. I can't keep, or can't take care of two of them. I could keep two of them. I don't think I could care for two of them. I got a fishy right now. I'm good. Oh. Well, I went bonk, lost some health, and now I'm under attack. Again. God damn it.
Hey, look, it's a friend.
Other one.
Look, it's Jojo.
It is. Hello. Speaking with Graha first.
Spring. A sizable one at that. I hadn't noticed it.
Oh, yeah. Cutscene.
This place shall serve. Spring that you wish to investigate. Pray forgive me, my friend. There is not to.
See? Lion.
Was but a pretense to speak in private.
I figured.
We have our undivided attention. Oh, the Akashic Record. The religion of Theosophy. Philosophical. Oh. Something philosophy. Akashic Record. Or a compendium of all universal events, thoughts, words, emotions, and ever to have occurred past, present, or future, in terms of all entity, life form.
Huh.
Record of the universe.
Okay. Ariane J says. Oh, how's your teeth, by the way? You're okay?
As we have established here in Ultima Thule, those denizens of ruined stars are recreated in their twilight days. Yet one question doth arise in my mind. So faithfully formed are the simulacra, they believe themselves yet amongst the living. How dost thou suppose this is possible?
I have no idea. Made contact with them while they were still. That would mean Medion killed them. Has taken their hearts onto herself. Kingdom Hearts.
I'm inclined to agree. Medion can take the emotions of others. Oh, I dare say she would be able to recreate them more faithfully than had she relied on. By which logic, she must have visited them while they still lived. Dragons in the Eye of Oath.
Mm-hmm.
So too did I theorize, and upon that assumption, consider how those two races may have met their demise. According to thine own tale, Meteon perceiveth the emotions of those nearby as her own. Heightened sense of empathy intrinsic to her nature as an Enteleki.
Yep.
In the course of her starfaring journey, if she encountered beings who strongly desired a cessation of their existence,
She also would.
she would be powerless for that desire. Even as she possesseth the power to grant it, the power of Dynamis.
But she couldn't do it because.
In some cases, she did.
Yeah. Okay.
'Tis my supposition that, overwhelmed by their longing for death, Meteon did unleash Dynamis, and ushered the dragons and the Aya unto their doom.
Oh.
After the world's already gone to hell and everybody wants to die.
So
Here you go.
here you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mecca's not too happy.
Nope.
Of course, such was not always the outcome. Full many stars did she find already lost to ruin.
Yep.
In order to create a terminus, however, the fervent desire for the end is essential. Therefore, should you struggle to find the way forward, pray ask yourselves this. In the place where you stand, whose is the soul that yearneth most desperately for oblivion? When do you tell us this now? Never again would I betray your trust. The pledge I did make to my comrade. This pledge I did make to my comrades. In bringing thee into my confidence, I would remain true to my word.
Urianji's gonna sacrifice himself, isn't he? Hmm.
As for thee, let us consider it my fitting reward for the secrets I harbored for the Crystal Exarch. What? I once placed my faith in thy chosen path, walking at thy side, full knowing that we were bound for thy demise. I ask now that thou returnest the favor and abide in faith as I fulfill mine own destiny. Say my debt has come due. How am I to refuse?
Yeah.
Tis indelicate of me, I know well, full well, and I can but beg thy forgiveness. Yet, even if I must needs go to such lengths, I cannot well feign ignorance of the answer I have found within. The answer to the question, what moment might I stand strongest? For all that we've been through, I will say only this. Do what you must. Do what you must and see your conviction through. I shall, my friend. I shall.
Why do I imagine him delivering that line as the Exarch?
Of course.
Of course I do.
Without further ado, then, let us go join our comrade.
Graha is here. Everyone else is on the edge here. Right? Like Graha's. So Urianger feels that by sacrificing himself here and letting us continue forward, he
This would be the place that he would be in.
be able to do it, and this would repay his debt to the Exarch.
No, this is making the Exarch have to put up with the shit that the Exarch owes him a debt.
Oh yes. I was thinking about it in the inverse. My apologies. I can't seem to find everyone else. They've got to be here somewhere, right? Oh, there you go. Wait, didn't they say they were meeting north of the Aetherite? just want to make sure I don't miss them. Their village. Hey, another Aether Current. If I'm remembering the dialogue, shouldn't they be like right here? I just don't want to miss any side dialogue. Maybe the only option is to talk to Graha. Might be intentional. Okay. Just wanted to double check. How are we doing for time? Always good to double check. Talking to Graha. Says nothing.
Let us be off to Elegia.
With Urianger gone, original scions that are left: Alphno, Alisaie, Taru, and Y'shtola, that's it. Ah, here they all are. Now. Around in a circle.
Don't mind me. Come, let us hear the Aya's tale and learn what caused such enlightened beings to crave nihility. While we waited, we mentioned our star situation to the Aya. They nodded sagely, or something to that effect. I understand you've taken care of business. You're ready to begin, then so are we. We have prepared for our recounting. To facilitate comprehension, the information will be simplified to match your primitive minds. Oh, you are here already. Your comrade said you would be late. Your companion in front, the one called Y'shtola, she seems the keenest to learn the truth. I pity her. It would seem your star too has been plunged into a panic-induced cataclysm. We hope that our tale will not serve to exacerbate it.
Oh dear.
I think they found in the laws of the universe.
I don't know. Did they find that you can't rid yourself of despair and sadness?
Well, they're obviously experiencing some of that right now.
Exactly. But that wouldn't end the world. Unless you still alive.
Seems everyone is accounted for. Shall we then?
I don't have an answer to.
Okay. Clicky button.
Please continue. Tell us about this truth you discovered.
Very well. Bear in mind, however, that the purpose of this conversation is not to impart scholarly knowledge, for such requires that you comprehend the subject matter, which you will not. We will forego the intricacies of our scientific methodology and deal only with the conclusion, the end of our society and our world. We acknowledge, with regret, that your star is in the midst of the same panic-induced cataclysm that befell Deneb 3.
The same. So they also suffered from the final days that Medion causes.
As such, in order to avoid causing undue distress, we will refrain from explicitly stating how much time you have remaining.
Just won't talk about it.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that part.
You are entirely too kind. I pray you recount your tale as you see fit.
In the beginning, the universe was but a tiny particle. Then suddenly, this particle began to expand. Having remained entirely in the bounds of your star, the phenomenon may be difficult for your kind to grasp. But this expansion has since continued unabated.
Give us an emote that just pops your head off for a moment mid-convo. I was going to be like, hey, can you teach us to do that head poppy thing?
Speculating that the universe could not grow indefinitely, we sought to learn what might occur, and made a worrying discovery. The stars will continue to spread apart, as will their finite thermal energies.
Ah.
Universal entropy.
Universal entropy.
It's what they found. Universal entropy.
Yeah.
Eventually, all heavenly bodies will grow cold and freeze. No new stars will be born, and the universe will enter into an eternal ice age. In hopes of proving that this determination was erroneous, we scrutinized our research from all angles, even as we sought to avert the everlasting winter. The endeavor proved fruitless. So infamously so, in fact, that it became synonymous with vain effort.
Pop some bottles for the heat death of the universe.
The universe as we know it would end, and there is no way to prevent it. Beneath the weight of this knowledge, our society stagnated. Though we had time still, it was a cold comfort. Why strive for anything when desolation is assured? When our wealth of wisdom, accumulated since the dawning of our kind, would be forever lost. No civilization would rise from our ashes. No scholar recover our knowledge. In silence unbroken, naught would stir. Intellect was once our pride. Overnight, it became our shame. Our works, monuments to futility.
Because even though they had infinite time to ponder the problem of universal entropy, there's nothing that they can do to stop it.
Immortality, our greatest invention became a source of suffering. Rather than suffer on, many chose to unmake themselves by means of etheric exsanguinators.
Wow. Yeah. We made ourselves immortal. The what happens?
Etched upon these stones are the testaments of such souls. Though many left no words at all, thinking it a pointless gesture.
That's so grim.
Once we have obtained vessels of flesh, we likewise intend to vanish. If you understand this, understand aught of our tale, you will abandon your quest for knowledge. Ignorance truly is bliss. If you would cling to your illusory happiness, remain primitive and pure. It is the only way.
So that's your story. While I appreciate your advice, I will not heed it. Convinced though you may be of this truth, it is yours and not mine. Indeed, truth, I have ever believed, is in the eye of the beholder.
Are you suggesting that we have reached a faulty conclusion? That our science failed us?
Hardly. As you yourself said, the subject matter is beyond my comprehension. And that, I accept, is true. I do not possess the knowledge to prove or disprove your conclusion. In my mortal years, I doubt I could even approach the wisdom of the Aya.
The Aya.
But of one thing am I absolutely certain. I would not be happier in ignorance.
Y'shtola, no! You
Oh
mustn't.
no.
The most important lesson I've learned is that learning isn't simply passing one's eyes over words. Nay, 'tis when understood for oneself that knowledge attains its true value.
Mm-hmm.
This is what has sustained me, driven me onward in joy and wonder, in anger and sorrow. The universe may end, and all may be for naught, but I will live as I always have. I will always seek out new knowledge, and no conclusion of yours, no matter how grim, can dampen my desire.
Damn.
I suppose it is only to be expected. Their feeble minds cannot fathom the terrifying gravity of it all. But worry not. We consider it our duty to enlighten you, and we will not stop until you grasp the full extent of our despair.
Oh shit.
Keep calm and listen well. Though my body will soon dissipate, there may be a way to restore it. Asm's magic. So long as our souls remain, you can use it to summon us back.
Oh, yeah.
But click the button.
But you mustn't, for it would mean losing our way forward. This I only reveal so that you can promise not to invoke the magic.
The only reason we can breathe is because of what Thancred
Thancred did. As soon
So-
as we do it,
Yeah,
we can't breathe. There's no land, and we die too.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
We came here knowing what victory may cost. So press on. Press on, and do not look back.
I shall join thee. As subterfuge is not required, thou shalt not suffer for mine absence.
Riange.
My resolve hath never been as strong as thine. Full oft have I wavered in my decisions, and afterwards been stricken with regret. In spite of this, I may still stand with my comrades, supporting them as they attempt the greatest of feats. This truth I have learned in the course of our journey. And many though my shortcomings may be, I may also claim to excel in prophecies. My studies, into which have granted me the flexibility of mind needed to bend this malleable reality. Thus shall I hope that thou mayest have the strength to resist, and our comrades the strength to continue.
With you to urge us on, how could we possibly fail?
Just like that, they're gone.
What's this? An extinguished civilization. Rekindled.
That's right. Our quest doesn't end here. We'll press on, and we will find you.
There. That's where you'll find me.
Up.
Is that another star?
Of the stars we visited, most were already devoid of life. And where there was life still, the inhabitants wished for death. But even death, we learned, isn't truly the end. It is but a part of the cycle of rebirth. Souls return to the star, or in its absence, a larger flow. And eventually they are reborn. Alive again, to know suffering anew.
So what'd you do?
True salvation lies not in dying. It lies in not being born.
Whoa.
This is the gift I would give to you. To all life on beautiful Atheris. To that end, we created an egg wherein life cannot quicken. That dead sun attain it if you can, before your friend's emotions fade away, along with their protection.
A dead son. And we're on a ticking clock. I just got chills. Oh, that's so sad. Speaking with Alphino.
Never have I felt such emptiness. It's as if part of me is gone.
Let's say.
Fine, Rekka. Like I said, the quest doesn't end here.
I wasn't quite close now.
Give Alice a hug.
Forget Alice.
We keep going? Is your thing? Do you think we have enough time for one more quest? The fuck? Victory, something, and lost. Victory, exile, and loss? Okay, I'm accepting the quest. We have 20 minutes. Stream will end at 10 o'clock.
All ready to continue on. Let us make for that where light shone. Y'shtola and Urianger have opened the way for it.
This is so sad. Wait. No.
What?
I fucking thought these were connected. I was like, oh my god, these are connected. These parts will be fine. How are we gonna get across? Speaking with Graha.
Judging by the direction, it should be the place.
Speaking with Alice.
Some manner of Aya device. If our friends awakened it, then it should.
Ah, this might be a transporter of some kind. Speaking with Alphino.
Yes. Feel it. The ether emanating from the arcane. This is a portal, and no mistake. Let us see where it leads.
Portal of Wisdom. Whoa! What is this? Wait, level trigger? This is the world that made Omega.
Oh.
Whoa, holy shit. Yeah, it looks.
Most assuredly is, my dear.
Oh, I just spotted a bunch of level checkers. Level 90. Yeah, it looks like the Delta Scape. Well, the escape rooms. This was the world that made Omega. I am not going to be okay when we end this stream, and I know it.
Amazing. Another civilization. Act as soon as you arrive. Not the most welcoming. Must try to find denizen. We should also get the lay of the land. See how far it was the world that made it, yeah? I'll help Alpha know with that. In the meantime, you and Graha can search for friendlier folk. Apart from hostile beings, take care with your footing. I mislike the look of this terrain. Not knowing what the locals are like, you'd best take care of yourselves. We'll find you once we've finished exploring.
Speaking with Graha.
I expect the twins will seek the outermost bounds of the Isle, so I propose we search the central area. There are machines patrolling here and there, sentinels in all likelihood.
Yet.
Like those you encountered, they will most certainly attack any who venture too close. Let's avoid them and look for others that appear more approachable.
Well, there's only one mount I'm gonna use here. Wait, you can use FC chat while visiting another world? That's wild. I don't know if that's new. That's wild. I had to go mount speed. I'm so lost. Character mount guide. I think everyone knows what mount I'm about to use.
It's Alteroid.
It's the regalia. Nah, it's the bug.
To walk 5 feet to that destination.
Yes.
Walk past the destination.
Yes.
Please enjoy a drone. See
see naught but patrolling machines in the air. Not seem inclined to non-violent intercourse. Chicken tenders. Hi, Ellie.
Hi, Ellie. I didn't even see that Ellie was here.
Bro, just ran right past us.
Oh.
Motion joyfully
Thank you.
on a raptor.
Thank you for motion joyfully.
On the tiny flaps.
Tiny wings.
Babe,
Yes.
look at this etherite.
Whoa. It looks almost like the Garlean one. Kind of, sort of.
It's not even spinning.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's stationary. What the fuck?
It's slightly bobbing up and down. But there is no rotation to it at all.
Yeah, you're right. Weird. Thank you for coming to say hi. Whoa. Hi, Graha.
Look at the people.
They are machines.
These are the people who made Omega.
Whoa. That's neat.
Additional entity detected.
Their dialogue boxes are completely unique.
Yes, they are.
Whoa. These things are based off of the Nath skeletons. Interesting.
Obviously bigger than your average Nath.
Yeah. I never would have guessed that's what they were based off of, though, by looking at them.
Thanks. Any requests you have of this unit should be made in a clear and concise manner.
What kind of place is this?
This is Base Omicron, an outpost constructed to allow us to engage in combat with unfamiliar opponents.
Not unlike.
In accordance with Stigma 1's most recent orders, we are currently shoring up the base and our forces. Now we are awaiting further orders. Your cooperation is requested. This unit has been designated M051. This unit is responsible for the supervision and operation of the on-base energy plant. Please direct any complaints or suggestions regarding the plant to this unit. This unit will respond to them as efficiently as possible.
I think this might be where we leave.
Make sure you attend to these, right, my dear?
Yes. I think arriving here and just being in... Whoa.
Now, what do you think you're gonna find out?
Oh. Why they went to the Dragon Star in the first place? I mean, we know what the consequence of that was. They just slaughtered and killed everybody. But there's probably more to the reasons and yeah, I'm really curious. So, despite being really curious and wanting to do more and more MSQ, this is where we are going to call it. And tomorrow, we are going to do more MSQ. Perhaps we will even finish Endwalker. I keep saying I'm speechless. I keep saying that so many times it's gonna lose its meaning. This whole expansion has been an emotional roller coaster, and this last zone has just been really sad.
Sorry?
More of that. I can probably finish next session.
Probably.
And so, thank you for the big hug. So, yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna be thinking on this zone, and I know I'm really sad. This is hitting hard. So thank you everyone for coming and joining for another session, and thank you to my spouse for the lovely voices as always. And take care of yourself, kind to yourself, and thank you for the hug. Thank you so much, and we'll be back tomorrow. Good night, everybody.